Hey guys, how's it going? Kire here with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and in today's video I wanted to talk about the top 5 rares currently in the game, going to be at my updated list, so let's get into it. First one on the list, big staple of these rare tier lists is going to be Coldheart, because there's really not a character in the epic and legendary category that can replace her for the role she fills. Yes, there is Railguard that's very similar, but they both play very differently, especially on auto. That's why she's definitely going to be top of the list. She's super good in Fire Knight and in Spider, especially with her 4 hit on her A1 and her turn meter depletion. As a person that only does not have Coldheart but has 2 Royal Guards, being able to have this complete turn meter depletion on the Spider would be fantastic. But then on the same time, there is kind of a nice thing about Royal Guard is that he on auto he always does his big HP damaging move on his first turn if there's a defense down. So pros and cons, but the fact that there's absolutely no legendary and no epic that can do what she does easily puts her at the top for me. And then so number 2 on the list, we got Apothecary, another big staple of these rare tier list guides, just due to how good his kit is and how there's really not that many good substitutes. There's probably a few in, all the way up into Arbiter, which is, it takes a very long time, and as a legendary character, and also Golden Reaper. And Golden Reaper is an epic, void epic that takes a ton of books to even come close to Apothecary. So for 99% of the people, Apothecary is going to be a fantastic character, and I can argue is even better than, Golden Reaper at least. So, but Arbiter is definitely going to be the choice once you get her. But 3 hit on his A1, and then this turn meter fill and speed boost is fantastic for pretty much all stages of the game, all arena, clan boss, dungeons. Just super good character. You can use him everywhere all the way through from the beginning to the end game. Easily makes number 2 on the list. It's like a 1A and 1B for me, because Apothecary is amazing, but Coldheart is just irreplaceable, whereas Apothecary eventually way down the line does. Okay. And so the rest of the characters are in no particular order, just really good rares that I think are fantastic. So let's get into them. All right. So number 3 on the list is going to be Warbringer here. Super good character for dungeons and for just for the early to mid game, just a really accessible character that has a very important move and this AoE defense down, and there's 100% apply rate once booked on a 3-turn cooldown, which is just great, especially when you're trying to clear dungeons fast. Like the higher you go up, having that defense down makes a big difference in your damage. Having it on as accessible as a rare like this is awesome. Okay, and for number 4 is going to be Reliquary Tender, a really good character that just came out in an event, so hopefully you just got her. Super cool. She has a revive on her A3, revives allies at 30%, and then fills the turn meter by 30%. She has, continuous heal buff for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown, so just a really good support character for you in the early game. She's void. Also, she's void, which is awesome. And then it has the kind of lame, but she has the 25% decreased attack buff on her A1. So just, nothing to write home about, but mainly it's going to be her 3-turn continuous heal and the ability to revive to really shore up your runs. And, if someone gets sniped, it's just nice to have that revive to make the run still go. Number 5 on the list is going to be Veteran here. Super good character. Another staple on these rare lists. He has a 2-hit A1 that increases attack downs. So if you're looking for a character like Tyrell, like Altan, but in a rare form, yes, he is a void, but a very accessible way to get a character like that. Super easy to book up to a 50% chance. Really good. And that's mainly what you're going to use him for. He does have a couple other options here, but, like increased crit when you kill someone. Attacks on enemies has a 50% chance to block buffs, which is nothing to write home about. Mainly you're going to be using him for the attack down on his A1 for the clan boss. Here's my dark horse pick for, not in the top 5, but a very good character with a very unique move is going to be Marked. She has really cool A3, and what it does is it places a block debuffs buff on all allies for 1 turn and a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. What's becoming meta in clan boss is having characters that have these 3-turn defensive cooldowns. So when you book it, it becomes 3 turns, and so you'll be able to rotate and always keep defense up if you have her plus another character that has that ability. So you want to make sure she's using it on the right before the clan boss punches. So then you use it, have the block debuffs, he punches, it doesn't work, and then you keep your moves going. You don't have to worry about cleansing it or anything like that. So very cool move. If you're looking for another character to really help you survive in the clan boss, Marked would be my choice. Or if you just get lucky, the better choice for sure is going to be Grizzled Jarl. But that's the role that character would fill. All right, guys. Well, that should do it for my top 5 rare characters in the game currently. Let me know if there's any rare characters you think are really good that I missed down in the comments below. You guys have a good day. Peace.